What I'm going to share with you is an idea called freelancing. It's taking your skill or the talent that you have and going out and finding companies that are in need of your services. It might be customer service, it might be teaching, and maybe there's some application from the work that you did as a nurse, and interpreting medical records. But this is work that is done at home. You can do it part-time. You can get paid weekly. You can do it and control how much money you make and keep your benefits. So we're going to do this in two parts. I'm going to give you a general overview and some tips here today to learn more, and then give you some action steps for the week. And then for those that are interested in doing this, hopefully you'll complete your action steps before we meet again next week, and then we'll pick it up. And you'll hear from others next week that are freelancers on Upwork and give you some tips. Okay. I also want to know if there's anybody out here that might be freelancing. There's other Upwork is like the oldest, largest company that does this, but maybe you've used Upwork or other freelancing platforms before. So that would be helpful. So it's upwork.com, and you can see the address on my screen. You can go to that after the show, and you can go in. But before you log in, I just want to give you a heads up in advance. Before you go and log in and get started, one thing that I've learned from others is that when you start the process to become a freelancer, they're going to ask you to complete a profile. Now, this is I set up a freelancing profile. So this is mine, and it's my profile is 95% complete. But if you go in and you're like, oh, I just want to put in a few things and get through the profile piece and then look around, not everybody gets approved. So the word of caution is, if you're going to look around before you go in and start your profile. But when you start your profile, you want to understand and use the tips and the mindset that I'm going to give you, that you want to complete it correctly. Okay. So I'll talk more about that in a minute, but I just wanted to give you that word of caution. So I have some talk items I want to go through here. So when you go in, and I'm going to kind of jump to the chase here and how it works, and then we'll kind of backfill the how-to. Here on Upwork, you can go in and you can type in or enter in the type of jobs that you may be interested in pursuing. So customer service is one of the most popular, maybe the most popular. So this is a US-based search where there's customer service representatives in here, where you can do remote customer service. And there's 1,343 jobs. So once your profile is completed, you can come in and have a look for these. And at the different types of jobs. And then next week, we can talk about like some of the bidding strategies and how to get started. So I don't know if there's anything in the nursing field, but I'm going to put in just to see, because we have some that have some nursing experience. So there's 73 jobs found for nursing. I wouldn't think there's going to be a lot of jobs, because that's kind of an in-person thing, and these are all remote jobs. Another area where there's a lot of work is social media management, which, if you haven't spent time online, that might freak you out, but it's knowing the social media business, because I'm in it for this work. It's a skill that you can acquire, and most people will teach you and train you how to do it. But there's a lot of social media jobs, and they pay really well. So that's another one. There's 4,000 jobs that are in here.
Yeah,
Another, pardon?
also they can avoid, scammers. They can filter it with under client info.
Okay.
Yeah, they can
So,
avoid scammers by filtering the client info that has payment verified right on your left side, Brian.
right on the left side. Okay.
Down. Yeah, that one.
Payment verified. Okay.
Yeah,
So if we
and you
select
can
that,
filter.
oh, it drops it.
Yeah,
Oh, good tip, Jam. Thank you.
yeah.
All right. I just want to repeat that so everybody knows when you're doing your job search, payment verified means that the employer or contractor that
Mm-hmm.
you are going to work for has actually had payments go through the Upwork system. They're not somebody that's new. Um,
Some of them are new. You can see how much they have spent on
mm-hmm.
Upwork. Yeah, like the
Okay.
first one.
Right here,
Yeah,
personal assistant.
yeah. Under you can see the blue check
Yes,
at the
payment
bottom and
verified.
right side. Yeah, zero spent. But yeah.
Okay, so this one has spent 300K.
Uh-huh. It just means that their salaries are they pay on time and they have
Mm-hmm.
verified their accounts. They have
Mm-hmm.
connected their bank accounts to Upwork. That's why
Mm-hmm.
they got verified.
And they've got a star rating program here.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, awesome. Thanks for that contribution.
And what's nice is both employee and employers can rate each other.
All right. And one last, I just put this in here. I don't know why I was thinking of this, but I'm thinking most people speak English. So there's like 75 English tutor jobs in here. And so you can just come in, again, look around. There's 351 jobs for different types of teaching to do that. Some of the nice things from my perspective, and I'm on the other side because I go in and I hire contractors, freelancers is actually the right term, from Upwork to work in our business here. But what Upwork does is when you start your workday, you turn on a tracker, and the freelancer's desktop is recorded. There isn't anything fancy or special or super complicated about it. It just tracks and shows your screen and how much time that you work. So if you work 2 hours one day, 3 hours the next day, the employer can see your screenshots, and then at the end of the week it just adds up how much you work based on the agreed amount, and it pays you weekly. So it's nice way to get some consistent cash coming in to supplement your income. So those are a few tips on it. For this week, what my suggestion is go and learn. If you're comfortable and you like, I know my resume, my credentials, and my experience, especially if you've gone through the disability approval process and you've entered your work history into the work history form, that information and the skill sets that you have are going to be the most valuable information to put into your profile. And if you look to go into a competitive area like customer service, then where there's a lot of jobs, what I've learned from others is that you really need to have a solid profile, because again, not all of them are going to get approved. So this week, go in, check it out, set up your profile. Then next week, when we reconvene, we can answer any questions, give you a few more tips. You can learn from others that are freelancers to help you with that. This is the end of part 1 of how to freelance from home, supplement your disability income or change your career. The next step is to set up your Upwork profile and then advance to the second part of the how-to guide. So look around this video and you will find the next steps. Thanks.